Could NMN be combined with resveratrol or NAD+ and work in synergy to improve longevity? While NMN, resveratrol, and NAD+ show some promise in promoting longevity individually, is there enough evidence to support their combination? As we age, the levels of a compound known as nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, or NAD, begin to decrease. This process is associated with the emergence of aging-related conditions. However, NAD+ precursors like NMN may be used to boost its level and potentially help promote overall health and longevity. Multiple studies suggest that NMN is converted to NAD+ via enzymatic reactions, which subsequently boosts NAD+ levels. But why is NAD+ so important? It's an essential compound for various cellular processes, including cell growth, DNA repair, internal clock regulation, and energy production. Taking its precursor, NMN, may contribute to increased levels of NAD+, supportive overall health, and perhaps even increased longevity. If you're curious to learn more about NMN, check out our other video where we dive deeper into its biochemistry and potential in reversing aging. Now let's switch gears and talk about another compound that's been taking the longevity field by storm, resveratrol. It's a natural phenolic compound found in many foods, such as blueberries, grapes, peanuts, and red wine. Resveratrol can also be taken as a supplement. As opposed to NMN, resveratrol doesn't increase NAD+ levels, but its unique properties are also linked to promoting longevity. This compound is proposed to have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and anti-tumorigenic qualities, which may contribute to reduced risk of certain chronic diseases. First, some studies suggest that resveratrol may reduce the production of pro-inflammatory proteins, thus potentially reducing systemic inflammation associated with aging, also called inflammaging. Second, resveratrol may protect from oxidative stress by inhibiting the production of harmful molecules called free radicals. Finally, resveratrol may also activate sirtuin genes like SIRT1, which are involved in the control of gene expression, cellular metabolism, and aging. If you're curious to learn more about resveratrol, check out our video where we explore the topic even further. Now you understand that resveratrol may play a role in protecting from inflammation, oxidative stress, and DNA damage, while NMN may improve cellular health and energy production by elevating NAD+ level. However, the question remains, could these compounds produce synergistic effects on longevity when combined? In theory, the combination of resveratrol and NMN may offer certain benefits for wellness and longevity, considering they may possess different biochemical functions important for cellular health. However, there are no clinical studies analyzing possible effects of this combination in either animals or humans. Despite the limited number of clinical trials suggesting that resveratrol is generally safe and well tolerated in healthy individuals, there are still concerns that this compound may interact with certain medications. Some studies suggest that this compound may potentially decrease bioavailability of some drugs, including immunosuppressants. These are taken by individuals with autoimmune conditions and also used to prevent organ rejection post-transplant. So if you're taking any medications or have pre-existing conditions, it's always recommended to consult with a healthcare provider before including resveratrol as a supplement in your daily regimen. Okay, so despite being a promising combination in theory, it's too early to tell if NMN could work in synergy with resveratrol. But are there any other ways to boost NMN's anti-aging potential? Unlike precursor compounds like NMN, NAD supplements are proposed to directly elevate NAD+ levels, bypassing certain enzymatic processes. But do they actually work? And can you take both NAD+ and NMN together to further support health and longevity? The short answer is, we don't know yet. As of now, there haven't been any studies done to see if NAD+ supplements actually work in animals or humans. Despite the fact that it hasn't been tested either in the lab or the clinical setting, there are multiple companies selling NAD+ supplements. However, it might be risky to experiment with your body and stack NAD+ with NMN, as their safety and efficacy, especially when taken together, are unknown. Another area of concern when talking about NAD+ and NMN is whether these compounds are stable enough when encapsulated. According to a 2016 study, orally administered NMN is rapidly absorbed and converted to NAD+, whereas the stability of NAD+ supplements is unknown due to a lack of studies. NAD+ is known to be a reactive compound, and companies selling it for research purposes usually recommend storing it at very low temperatures. However, many brands sell NAD+ in the form of capsules stored at room temperature. So it's unclear if this compound stays stable and has any effects on the body. Besides, the bioavailability of NAD+ supplements is not well researched. It's unclear if these supplements could really increase NAD+ levels in the whole body, or if they mainly get absorbed by the cells in the gut lining. For example, some studies indicate that NAD+ gets broken down into smaller molecules during digestion, possibly before absorption by cells. When it comes to NMN, some studies suggest it could raise NAD+ levels in different tissues like the pancreas and liver, but again, more studies are needed before we can make any conclusions. Overall, although the combination of NAD+ and NMN might sound promising in increasing longevity in theory, there isn't any clinical evidence that supports stacking these compounds. Currently, there aren't any studies on NAD+ supplements, so we don't know if it's safe to take them along with NMN or if they provide any extra benefits. Hopefully, more long-term clinical trials will be carried out in the future to evaluate this combination. Your pursuit of science-backed health tips doesn't have to end here. Click the subscribe button to join our Health News community and explore our channel for more health-related videos.